ಹಲೋ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಹೇಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ? ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಯು ಆಲ್ ಟು ದ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಾಂತು SSLC. ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಟೀಚರ್ ಋತಿಕಾ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಸೊ ಇವತ್ತು ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ತಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅದು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌ ಡು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ದು 1 hour ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ 1 hourನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ನಾನ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ಸು ಅದರ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಯಾವುದಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಹೌ ಡು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ anyone is new to the channel and if they have don't knowing ಏನಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ವೇದಾಂತು SSLC ಅಂದರೆ ಗೋ ಚೆಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಏನೇಳಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಏನೇನು ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಚಾನಲ್ಗೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಫರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ಹಿಟ್ ದ ಲೈಕ್ ಬಟನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಈಗ ವಿತೌಟ್ ವೇಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಹೌ ಡು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದರದ್ದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೀಳ್ಬಹುದು, ವಾಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ವೇಟೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್, ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕಲಿಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಯಿತಾ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್, ಆರ್ ಎಲ್ಸ್ we can tell it as reproduce. Okay, reproduce andre enu? New products will be formed. Okay, new products will be formed. It is called as what? Reproduction. It is called as what? Reproduction. So ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ? ಎಷ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ? ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರು. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಭಾಳ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಇರೋದು ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟು. ಡೈಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಥೇರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 8 to 10 marks ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ. 8 to 10 marks will be asked from the theory plus the diagrams. Okay, including ಹೇಳೋದು ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು ಇದನ್ನು. ಈ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಿಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಮುಗ್ದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳೋದು ನಾನು ಮೇನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸೊ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೊದಲು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಬಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಲಿತೀರಾ ನೀವು? ಅವ್ನು ಕಲಿಯೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸನ್ನು ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವ್ನು ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಜಲ್ದಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ದೆನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್? ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಒನ್? Reproduction is the ability of living organisms. Reproduction is the ability of living organisms. One second. Living organisms to produce the living beings similar to themselves. So the two modes of reproduction, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, which are that asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction, and it can be seen in the animals. It can be seen in the animals. So animals nalli, human nalli ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ನಾವು ಏನು ನೋಡಬಹುದು? ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವದಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಜೋಡ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ದ ಟೂ ಮೋಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ reproduction, that is asexual reproduction and sexual. ಇವೆರಡು two types. Okay, these are the two types. These are two types which we can see it. Asexual reproduction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ, ಮತ್ತೆ sexual reproduction. Asexual ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? There will be no physical contact. Okay, physical contact will not be there. Physical, okay, constant ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. Contact will not be there. Okay, ಮತ್ತೆ sexual reproduction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? Sexual reproduction ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Come on, tell me, who is going to tell me? Sexual ಆಯ್ತು. Sexual ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Physical contact will be there. Okay, physical contact will be there. Clear? There, here it will be no physical contact, and here it will be physical contact will be there. Clear? ಈ ತರನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೋಸ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್? Now sexual reproduction produces great scope for the variations. Different types of variations will be present. Variation is very important for the survival of the species. For the species to survive, variation is a very important part. Next, variation helps a species to adapt to different environmental changes. Depends on the environmental changes also. So ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೋಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಇದು ಈ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು, ಈ ಕ್ಲೈಮೇಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ತಿಳ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಅಡಾಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರಬೇಕು ಬರ್ಡ್ಸು. ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದ್ಸಲ ನಾರ್ತ್ ಕಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸೌತ್ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Why they will migrate? Because of the climatic conditions. This you people have learned it already in your previous year classes. Clear? So this is what the budding. Example, one small example is really budding. I think it's not visible clearly to you people. No problem. I'll explain you people. So ಇದು nucleus and ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಡಾಟರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾರಪ್ಪ. ಸೊ ಆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸು ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲಿ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಹೂ ಆರ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್, ದೋಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ reproduced with the help of the parents. Clear everyone? So the funny chapter ಅಲ್ಲ, right? I can understand. So next, reproduction and its kinds. What are the reproduction and its kinds? Just now I discussed that is sexual reproduction and asexual reproduction. Clear? Let us learn it now. So sexual reproduction is ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? It involves the formation of special reproductive cells called as gametes. It needs a gametes to reproduce. What it needs? It needs gametes to reproduce. Clear everyone? Next, male female gametes fuse to form a zygote. Male and female gametes, male ಮತ್ತೆ female ಒಂದು ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಒಂದು, ಎರಡು ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟು ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಬೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಝೈಗೋಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್? ಝೈಗೋಟ್. ವಾಟ್? ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. ಮೇಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಮೆಟ್ಸ್, ಮೇಲ್ ಒಂದು ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. that which develops into the new individual. It will produce into the new individual. Clear? Next comes the asexual reproduction. It will come next. What? Asexual reproduction. Now in asexual reproduction, what you people are going to learn here, it does not involve the formation of a gametes. Opposite to that, ಇಲ್ಲಿ formation of gametes ಆಗುತ್ತೆ reproductive cell ಇಂದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ formation of gametes ಆಗಲ್ಲ. Formation of gametes will not become. Clear? This is male and female gametes fused to form zygote which develops into a new individual. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? New organisms are formed either by a division of the parent body, division of a parent body, concentrate properly, or by the differentiation of the parent body or differentiation of the parent body. So parent body in the new product form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ gametes form ಆಗಲ್ಲ. It's not necessary that we need a two things there. Okay, two parents are not necessary, two things are not necessary there. But sexual reproduction ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ. It can be done only by a single parent also. ಎಲ್ಲಿ? asexual reproduction ನಲ್ಲಿ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್? ನಾವು ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋ asexual ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವಂತೂ ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಜೆನ್ ಝೆಡ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಬಾಯ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನೇನೋ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ asexual reproduction, right? So what Rithika ma'am will explain that. You people will only come and explain me. Next, modes of asexual reproduction. ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ತರ ಮೋಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ asexual reproduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಇದು. ಓಕೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್? ಓಕೆ, what is that? Modes of reproduction ನಲ್ಲಿ plants and elements from lower classes reproduce by asexual method. So plants and animals, whatever the plants and animals are there from the lower classes, they will produce what? Asexual reproduction. Clear? Let's learn it in detail now. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, first method. Okay, what is the first method? What is going to be the first method? So you'll notice binary fission. Binary fission is the first method for the asexual reproduction. Concentrate properly everyone here. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ asexual reproduction ನಲ್ಲಿ binary fission ಅಂತ first ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು parent cell ಇದೆ. Okay, this is one parent cell, this is two nuclear dividers. Okay, this is two nuclear dividers. Here nucleus ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, you can concentrate here, it can be seen easily. Clear? Here ಏನಿರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು. Okay, one nucleus. This is a parent cell. Okay, this is going to be the one parent cell. Is it visible? I think it become darker. Let me reduce the pen size. Yes, this is going to be the one parent cell. Okay, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದಪ್ಪ, ಎರಡು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್. ಓಕೆ, 2 nucleus will divide. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 nucleus will divide here. 3 cycloplasma divides. Here see 2 nucleus. In this way it will separate each other. In this way it will separate each other. Clear everyone how it's been forming? Clear? This is how the things are going to form in the binary fission. Clear? So now what comes the description here? Okay, most common method in nucleocellular organisms. This is the most common method in the unicellular organisms, and it is division of the parent cell into 2 identical daughter organisms. 2 identical daughter organisms. 2 identical daughter organisms will be formed. You can just observe here, 2 identical daughter organisms will be formed in the binary fission. ಏನೇನಪ್ಪ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು binary fission ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ binary fission ಅಂತ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಯೂನಿಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂನಿಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. ಓಕೆ, binary fission ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಯೂನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್ organism anta. Okay, so next it is a division of the parent cell into the 2 identical daughter organisms. 2 identical daughter organisms ana form ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. binary fission ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, 2 identical daughter organisms will be produced. Clear? Next example yav tagobodu, amoeba, paramecium, bacterium. These are the examples which we can give it. If they will ask the question, yav tara question kebodu, what is actually a binary fission or a binary method, and please write the points, some of the important points on that and how it works. Matte examples annu kodi hange helidre idnella neevu baribohudu. Means one short agi neevu 2 points baribodu, examples baribodu, matte diagram tagidbitre ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್? ಈಗ ಬೈನರಿ ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದಪ್ಪ ನಾನು, ಯೂನಿಸೆಲ್ಯುಲರ್. It's called as what? Unicellular organisms. Uni. Okay. So, illi nagute multiple fission alli multiple things will be fusioned. Multiple things will be fusioned. Here only one. Here more and more fusion will be happening. How the fusion will be happening more and more? Parent cells divides to produce many identical new individuals. Concentrate. Parent cell, whatever is there, it will divide. Parent cell, whatever it is there, it will start dividing itself. Okay. It will start dividing to produce many identical new individuals. Many identical new individuals. Identical. Like now human nalli ನೀವು ನೋಡಬಹುದು, ಇವು ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಟು ಸೇಮ್ ಸಿಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಟು ಡಿಟ್ಟೋ. ಅವಳು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾಳೆ, ಇವಳು ಹಂಗೆ ಕಾಣ್ತಾಳೆ, ಡಿಟ್ಟೋ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು ರೀಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಮೇ ಪಿಂಕಿ ಹೂ ಓ ಸಿಂಕಿ ಹೇ. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಇವರಿಬ್ರು ಸೇಮ್ ಟ್ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಅವರೊಂದು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಪಿಲ್ ಶರ್ಮನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಥರ ಸೇಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ಸ್. So what examples we can give? Plasmodium, vivax and lismonia. Okay, so these are the examples which we can give it for what? For a multiple fission. Clear? So binary fission and multiple fission is clear, everyone? Yes, let's move to the next part now. What is the next part? Fragmentation. What is the meaning of it? Fragmentation now. So fragmentation means what? I'll concentrate madi sariyagi. So adult organisms on maturation break up into the smaller fragments. Break up into the small fragments. Okay. Adult iruttalla fragment agi small agi cut agutte. Means what? Sometimes we will take the stem of it and we'll start growing the things. Okay. That is also possible. Okay. Fragment develops into a new individual. Clear, everyone? ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ರೋಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು ನಾವು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಏನು, ಸ್ಪೈರೋಗೇರಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇದೇನಿದು ಫುಲ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕಟಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ and we are bringing it here. 2 daughter, concentrate here. 2 daughter fragments are there, right? 2 daughter fragments are there. These 2 daughter fragments are being divided and will grow separately. It can be grown separately because they will be also having the same energy how much the parent cell is having, right? So they can be separately grown. That is actually called as what? Fragmentation. Clear? Understand aita? Next hogodu budding. Budding andre enappa? A small outgrowth called as bud arises on the parent body. On the what? Parent body. Best example is ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ. ಓಕೆ, ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಆಲೂಗೆಡ್ಡೆನೂ ನೀವು ಕರಿತೀರಾ. ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೊ ಮತ್ತು ಆಲೂಗಡ್ಡೆಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಲೂಗೆಡ್ಡೆಗೆ ಮೇಲೆ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ದೊಂದು ಗಂಟು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಗಂಟು ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವನು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ನು ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಔಟ್ ಗ್ರೋತ್ actually being called a bud arises on the parent body. Next, the bud grows by repeated cell division. The bud will start growing by repeated cell division. Repeated cell division ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಹಾಕೋಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ the process will not stop. It will be continuously going on. Clear? Next, it then breaks off from the parent body and develops into a new individual. It will develop into what? New individual. So it will produce a new individual. That is called as budding. Clear everyone? Best example I have given it as a potato also. So here some examples are present, that is hydra, sponges, corals and yeast. So these are the few examples which you people can write it while explaining the budding. Clear? So they might ask the question like discuss about the fragmentation, discuss about the budding, tell the explanation for that and write some points to that, because biologically ಆ ಥರ questions ಕೇಳೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. So make sure you people will practice it. Clear everyone? Clear? Let's go to the next part. Next comes the regeneration. Next comes what? Regeneration. Clear? What is the meaning of regeneration? What is the meaning of regeneration? Come on. ಸೊ ರೀಜನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಯಾವುದೋ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಒಂದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂದರೆ, ಈಗ ನೇಲ್ ಯಾರ್ದೋ ಒಂದು ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ್ವನ್ಸ್ ನೇಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಕಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ನೇಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಸೊ ಯು ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲೀವ್ ಇಟ್, ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು, ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಯಾರ್ದಾಗಿದೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ನೇಲು slowly growth ಆಕ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. It will start growing, guys. It is not like these are regrowth, means ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮೈ ಹೇರ್ ರೈಟ್ ನೌ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಹೇರ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದೆ. ಈಗೇನು ಹೇರ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಈಗ ಹೇರ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹೇರ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದೆ. ಸೊ ಹೇರ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೈ ಲೆಂತ್ ವಿಲ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಲಿಸಾರ್ಡ್ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲಿಸಾರ್ಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನೀವು ಲಿಸಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಸಾರ್ಡ್ ಸೊಕ್ಕು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡೋಣ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಾಲ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಬಾಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಹಲ್ಲಿದೊಂದು ಬಾಲ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಹಲ್ಲಿದ ಬಾಲ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಹಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಾಲ ಅಲ್ಲಾಡ್ಸ್ಕೊಂತ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಎದಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಬಾಲ ಅಲ್ಲಾಡ್ಸ್ತದೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ರೀಗ್ರೋತ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ regeneration is the ability of the organisms to generate the lost or damaged body parts. That's what I told you. Damaged body parts na regrowth ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It's not like I'll cut my kidney and the kidney will grow. No, that is not a regeneration. What is that called as? Kidney. Okay, it is actually called as what? Regeneration. ಕಿಡ್ನಿಗೆ, ಹಾರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಅವಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸೊ those all things will become only for those organs. Like example nails ande. Okay, example nails, like example our hair, like example I can tell you again what I can tell, like skin can be regenerated, but leaving that remaining things will not regenerate. Like example, I'll cut my heart or I'll cut my hand and afterwards it will regenerate. No, those all things will not happen with everything. Those will happen only with the few things. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? Next point, regeneration is carried out by a specialized cell. So ಎದರಿಂದ ಆಗುತ್ತದು? Specialized cells ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So depends on the organisms. Which organisms has a different types of cells. Depends on that is going to be regrowth. Okay, next, these forms a mass of a cells which undergo changes to form the cells, undergoes into the cells, and this specialized different functions. So these all forms of a mass of a cells which will undergo the changes to form the cells specialized in the different functions. If planaria, any example we can take it, but here they are taking the planaria, is the cut into the small pieces, then each pieces develops into a new planaria. So this is one simple example which they have given it. Even I have given you realistic examples a lot, like example nails, hair, so many things are there which will regrowth in our body also. Clear everyone? So example see, lizard, they have given the starfish and the planaria or a hydra. So these are the simple examples which they have given it. Clear? Next comes the spore formation. What is the meaning of a spore formation? Now regeneration is done. So they have given the organisms wala examples. Okay. We are going to learn now completely about the organisms. Afterwards we'll go for the human. Okay. So spore formation andre ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೀವು NCERT book ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದು already text book ನಲ್ಲಿ, right? So first point is spores are special structures produced in sacs. It will be produced in what? Sacs. ಈ sacs kangaroo ಒಂದು sac ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಬೇಬಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ತರ sac. ಓಕೆ, ಅದೇ ತರ sacs ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ spores are special structures which is being produced in sacs. The spores are produced in the form of a sac. Means what? In the form of one bag it will be produced. All small sacs will be, spores will be present in that sac. Clear? See, slip of tongue. So called as what? Sporangia. So that is called as what? Sporangia. So see, I don't know how to pronounce it. You people can try it and tell me. Okay? Sporangia. Okay. This much only I can do it. So sometimes it happens. What to do? No option. Next, when spores mature, spongia burst and spores are carried by air or a water to different places. So the spores will actually blast. Okay, the spongia which is present in a sac-like structure, it will blast. When it will blast, when the spores mature, when they will feel like I want to be independent. Like example, when you people will finish your college and you want to go for doing the job purpose, then you want to become independent. You want to earn your own money, right? So that time, okay, that will become mature and the spongia will burst and the spores are carried out by a air or a water to the different places. In the form of a air, in the form of a water, in the form of a birds also, it can be transferred from one place to the other. Clear? Next, when spores fall on the suitable ground, they germinate and give rise to the new plants. So, ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತದು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿತ್ತೋಯ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆ ವಾಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿತ್ತು, ಇಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗಿಡದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿತ್ತು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ನೆಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಿದ್ದು ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೆ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ speciality of our organisms, right? So this is called as what? Spore formation. In short, I will tell you people, okay? Spores are the special cells which will be in the form of a sac-like structure, okay? Sac-like structures nalli spores irutte. Clear? So our spores ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, mature ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Mature ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ blast ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When they will burst, that spongia, that will blast, then that whatever the spores which are there inside the spongia, that will be gone with the help of ಏನು, ಏರು, ವಾಟರು, ಯಾವುದೋ ತರ ಇಂದ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೀಳುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಜರ್ಮಿನೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That is called as spore formation. Clear? Next comes the vegetative propagation. What is the meaning of vegetative propagation? Now, several plants are capable of producing naturally through their roots. It will naturally through their what? Roots, stems and leaves. Clear? So several plants are capable of producing them naturally through their roots, stems and leaves. With the help of the leaves also they might produce, with the help of the root also they might produce, or with the help of the stem also they might produce. Okay, stem andre example rose plant kodabodu. Rose plant is just stem cut ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹಚ್ಚಿ ಅದು ಹಚ್ಚುತ್ತೆ. So with the help of leaves also we can produce. Right now I'm not able to recognize the examples, but I'll tell you. Okay, so leaves ಅನ್ನ reproduce ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. With the help of the root, at least everyone will do it. I know people. Okay, so such type of reproduction is called as what? Vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation. Clear everyone? This vegetative propagation is very very important, guys. You people need to be perfect with this thing. Okay, so because in 2 marks question ki keltare, this might ask for a 2 marks. Clear? Sweet potato by roots, broccoli by leaves, ginger by stem. Clear? This is the examples which we can give it. Next, different methods used to develop plants which can bears fruits and flowers by vegetative propagation are as follows. They are actually giving us the different methods. They are giving us the different methods which can be used to develop the plants which can bear fruits and flowers by vegetative propagation as follows. First one is what? Stem cutting. First one is what? Stem cutting. What is the meaning of a stem cutting? I'll tell you the simple example for a stem cutting, that is rose plant. Okay, ma'am, edak bada bada rose plant antidare anna kelbedi. Rose plant is a good thing, guys. Rose plant is a very good thing, right? I like roses, but no one is there to give me. It's okay, no problem. I'll get my roses again. I'll only take the roses, no problem. So roses stem cutting ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಚಿಕ್ಕದಿದ್ದರೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನಾನು ಭಾಳ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ರೋಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ ಮನೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಡ್ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ವೈಟ್ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಆರೆಂಜ್ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ಸೊ ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ, ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅದರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಬರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಅಂತಲ್ಲಿ ಹಚ್ಚೋದು. ಸೊ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಮುಳ್ಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ ರೋಸಸ್ಗೆ, ಬಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ವಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಕಟ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಅವರ್ garden. Why? We also want all the colors of roses, right? So even I had searched when I was small, even I had searched in the Google like black roses are present or what, blue roses are present or what. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಂಗೆ ಬ್ಲೂ roses ಇರುತ್ತೆ guys. They have lots of colors of roses. Okay, so ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗೆದು, ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಆ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋದು. ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಐ ಗೆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ 1 week to almost 10 days, you can tell it. Okay, 10 days ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? So stem cutting means what? It involves cutting a part of a stem and planting it in a soil to allow the growth of roots and buds into the shoots. That's what I told you, people, right? Examples in togobodu sugar cane, pure China rose, etc. So these are the simple examples which you people can take it. Clear, everyone? Next comes the grafting. What comes the next one? Grafting. Aman, tell me now, what is the meaning of grafting? So in grafting the stem or a bud of two best quality which are present, which quality plants is combined to form a new plant. It means what? In grafting, the stem or a bud of two best quality stems. Okay, best quality stems in the in togoteve stem matte bud eradu togoteve. Okay, and it's combined to form what? New plant. Like example, guava, apple and mango. These are the simple examples which we can take it. Bud na example togobodu andre enu? Mango ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಗೊಟ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಗೊಟ್ಟ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಸೋ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಈಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋಸ್. ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಸೀಸನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ತಿಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೇಳಿ, ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಮ್ಯಾಂಗೋ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇದು ಈ ಸೀಸನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಮಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, whoever has seen the classes, I want everyone to mark the attendance. How many people will like the hit button? That many people have seen the attendance and I'll get to know the attendance of it. So make sure to hit the like button. Okay. So in grafting, the stem or a bud or a two best quantity plants is combined to form a new plant. It is combined to form what? New plant. Example, guava andre peru. Okay, peru anbodu illandre only peru I am remembering now. Okay, apple and mango. Okay, next comes the layering. What is the meaning of a layering? Concentrate properly, everyone. In this, the lower branch of the plant is the bent and covered with the soil. Okay, and once new roots start developing, new root will start developing on the branch. It is cut from the parent plant and allowed to grow as an individual plant. Example, rose and jasmine. I told you people already. Rose and jasmine. This is also, money plant also can be done in that way. Okay, so ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ. Okay, it's not like you people have not seen it. You people, everything you people might have seen this. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಯಲ್ ಲೈಫ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಅದರ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್, ಬಯಾಲಜಿಕಲ್ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೇಮಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಡ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು, ಲೇಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್? How it works, everyone clear? Next one. Tissue culture. Now this is also very, very important. They will ask a lot of questions on this. Okay, important. Tissue culture is also very, very important. Concentrate. Cells from growing tip of the plant are separated and are grown on the nutrition medium containing all nutrients and hormones necessary for the plant growth. Necessary for the plant growth. I'll explain, don't worry. So whatever the cells are there, yaudu cells there, tissue culture and the cells anta important ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Okay, cells from the growing tip, cells from the growing tip, yaudu ಒಂದು plant ಇದೆಯಪ್ಪ. Okay, this is the plant, you think it. Okay, this is our plant, this is our pot. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಲೀವ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲೊಂದು ಏನೋ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಚುಟ್ಟು ಸಹ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, concept. Elaine growing plant is there. Like this is the growing tip. Okay, you think it like growing tip. Whatever this growing tip is present of a plant are separated and are grown on a nutrient medium or grown on a nutrient medium. Clear? So then cut ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, nutrient medium ನಲ್ಲಿ grow ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ nutrient medium ನಲ್ಲಿ. Okay, and containing all the nutrients hormones necessary for the plant growth. So ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಂಡೆ, ಇದು ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟಿಪ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟಿಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋತಾರೆ, ಹಿಂಗ್ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ they will provide everything. Artificially they will start providing it. What they will start producing? ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನೀರು ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಿಸಿಲು ಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ. ಆರ್ಟಿಫಿಷಿಯಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಗ್ರೋತ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಮಾಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as callus. It's called as what? Callus. Clear? Next, the callus will develop into the platelets. So ಯಾವ್ದು callus form ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ cells ಇಂದ, ಆ callus will develop into the what? Platelets. It will start calculated in the form of what? Forming into the what? Platelets. Clear? So these platelets are transferred to the soil and grow as a new individual. It will be transferred to the soil. It will be transferred to the soil and completely it will start growing as an new individual. It will start growing as an new individual. Clear everyone? This is the way how the tissue culture is being maintained. Even we can tell that it is a human done. Okay, human done ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿರೋ things. Okay, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿರೋ things. Clear? Clear? Next comes now, after the tissue culture, what we are going to learn? That is going to be the advantages of vegetative reproduction. Advantages of vegetative reproduction. Everyone are clear till here? Understand ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ? Let's start the next one. That is advantage of reproduction. Clear? So ಇದಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮಗೆ already sexual reproduction ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. Pollination, fertilization, we have puberty also. We have lots of things to learn. Let us start without wasting the time now. So advantages of vegetative reproduction ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕರಿತೇವೆ? New plants show the exact characteristics as those of the parent plant. So already ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವಳು ಹಂಗೆ ಇವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಥರಾನೇ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ, ಇವ್ನು ನೋಡವೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಅವನ ಥರಾನೇ, ತಲೆನೇ ಶಾನೆ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಹುಚ್ಚಿದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ರು ಅವನ ಥರ ಹುಚ್ಚಿದಾನೆ, ಮನೇಲಿ ಕಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ವೈ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಈ ಅಪ್ಪನ ಥರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇವ್ನು ಅವನ ಥರ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಎದಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಈಗ ನೀವು ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಆ ಥರದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತೀರಾ. ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಗೈಸ್, ಸೇಮ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್. ಓಕೆ, so new plants show the exact characteristics as those of the parent plant. So this method is faster and certain. This method is very faster and it is certain. It's very good also. Okay, method is very good. Next, plants are capable of producing sexually and can be produced by this method. By this method also it can be produced. Examples: seedless. Examples: seedless bananas and grapes. These are the simple examples which we can give it for the advantages of vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction is most used method actually. Bala kade adne use mado method, and these points are very important whenever they ask about the advantages of vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction important. Clear? Understood? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಆದ್ರೂ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್, ಅಂದರೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನು ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಏನು ರೀಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಒನ್ production. It is just what? One production. Clear? Next one. A new plant grows in the same area. Same area ನಲ್ಲಿನೇ ಹೊಸ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನ್ಯೂ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಸೇಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸೇಮ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ. ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಡೌನ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ದ ನ್ಯೂ plant grows in the same area as the parent plant, which leads to completion of the resources. Completion for the resources. Clear everyone? This is what the disadvantages of the vegetative reproduction. Clear? Next we are going to come for the sexual reproduction. Clear of the all organisms? Everyone are clear? Organisms ellarigu clear aitalla. Next we will study about the sexual reproduction. Okay, so before we start with the sexual reproduction, I already told you the examples of this, right? I already told you people the examples. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಲಿಯೋದು ಅಂದರೆ sexual reproduction first one. So in sexual reproduction, two gametes, okay, two gametes which are present, two gametes or germ cells, that is the male gamete called as sperm and the female gamete which is called as a ovum are being involved. Clear everyone? So sexual reproduction nalli two gametes necessary ide, means it is also called as germ cells also. Sexual reproduction nalli two cells anna important ide. First one two gametes annanu karibodu, illala germ cells annanu karibodu. First yavudappa? Sperm cell. Sperm irbeku, amele ovum irbeku, means sperm will get inside the ovum. Clear everyone? So this has been involved. So both the sperm and the ovum fusion. So this all, both the sperm and the ovum will fuse together. Sperm will get inside the ovum. Then afterwards together to form what? Zygote. To produce what? Zygote will be produced. It means what? Sperm is there, then afterwards it will get inside the ovum and it will produce one zygote. Clear everyone? It will produce what? Zygote. Now which develops in new individual. It will produce in a new individual. New individual will be produced. Clear everyone? New individual will be produced. Very simple to remember. So sexual reproduction alli ಎರಡು gametes ಇರಬೇಕು. ಎರಡು gametes ಇಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ germ cells ಇರಬೇಕು. So first one ಯಾವ್ದಪ್ಪ? sperm ಇರಬೇಕು, ovum ಇರಬೇಕು. Sperm will get inside the ovum and the body both will produce what? Zygote. And that zygote will produce a new product. Okay, we can tell it as what? New individual or a new product. Clear? So this is the human reproductive system. First one is a male reproductive and a female reproductive. Important diagrams. They might ask the diagrams. This both the diagrams are very important. So make sure I have done one separate video for the diagrams itself. Most important diagrams for the 10th SSLC anta. Okay, so ಅದನ್ನ diagram ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವನಷ್ಟು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬೀಳ್ಬೋದು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಆಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ದೇರ್. ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಹೋಗಿ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? Next comes the sexual reproduction in flowering plants. Sexual reproduction in the flowering plants. Now it is done. Human reproduction ಕಲ್ತ್ರಿ. ಈಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. So first one is what is the first one? That is the flower is a reproductive organ in Angiosperm. So first one is stalk, or it is also called as pedicle. Okay, point of attachment. Point of attachment is called as what? Stalk or a pedicle. Okay, next comes the thalamus. Next comes what? Thalamus. Consider it properly. First one is a pedicle. Next one, the thalamus. It is an enlarged, flattered tip of a stalk. Enlarged and flattered tip of a stalk. And petals and other parts arise from the thalamus. From the thalamus, petals and the other parts will start arising. They will start arising. Clear? Then comes the calyx. So outermost word of the flower that is consisting of a sepals consisting iruttala alli. Okay, outermost whole of a flower which is consisting of sepals. Clear? Then the calyx protects the inner part of the flower. This calyx which is present, it will protect the inner part of the flower. In their bud stage. Bud stage nalli example ನೀವು ಚಿಕ್ಕವರು ಇರ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ, 1 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಡುಗ ಇಲ್ಲ 5 ತಿಂಗಳು 9 ತಿಂಗಳು. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಯಾರು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇ ತರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲೆಕ್ಸು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್. So get damaged. It might get damaged with the help of what? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಗಾಳಿ ಬಂತು, ಇಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ನೀರು ಬಂತು, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ, which is disturbing that. Okay, those all will be protected by what? Calyx. Clear? Calyx will be protecting. Next comes the corolla. Next comes what? Corolla. Consider it properly. Second word that is also called as second part of the flower, which is made up of the petals. Which is made up of what? Petals in the made ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು? Corolla. Corolla is actually made with the help of the petals, and it is the second part of the flower, which is made up of a completely with the petals. Helps the flower in attracting the insects to carry out the pollination. ಈಗ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಕಲರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮೇಲೆ, ಅದರದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಪಾಲಿನೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್, ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಕಲ್ತಿರೋದಲ್ಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ತರ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರಪ್ಪ? ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ನನ್ನಿಂದ ನಾವೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ನನ್ನಿಂದ ನಾನು ಒಂದೇನೋ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ, ಒನ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೀಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೇಮ್ ಅದೇ ತರ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರಪ್ಪ? ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಪಾಲಿನೇಷನ್. ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಕೊರೋಲಾ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ covered with the petals and helps the flowers to attracting the insects to carry out the pollination. Adrosium. What is the meaning of adrosium? So the third part of the male organ of the flower, and it consists of a stamens. It will consist of what? Stamens. So this is called as what? Men. Or it is, don't want men, it is male. Okay, it is a male reproductive part. Male reproductive part. Understood? Yes. So consists of a stamens, and each stamen is actually made up of what? Filament and the anther. Okay, filament and the anther. These are the two parts of the what? Male reproductive part. Clear? So next, the anthers stores the pollen grains. So anthers is the work which will actually carry the pollen grains, and that pollen grains will be given into the some other plant ka flower or the same flower. Clear everyone? So next comes the gynosium. Next comes what? Gynosium. What is the meaning of a gynosium? Innermost part of the female reproductive organ. It is completely a female reproductive organ. I will write it. It is a male reproductive part. It is actually a female. Female reproductive. Okay, so innermost part of a female reproductive organ, and it consists of a pistils or carpels, and carpel is made up of a stigma, style and ovary. It contains what? Stigma, style and a ovary. Clear everyone? Stigma, style and ovary. Male reproductive nalli ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? Male reproductive nalli filament bante anther irutte. Filament and anther. I'll write it down here. Male means what? Filament ಮತ್ತೆ anther ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಾರಿ, anther. ಕ್ಲಿಯರಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಫೀಮೇಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ female reproductive part will be having what? Stigma, style and ovary. Stigma, style and ovary. Okay, and ovary will be present. Clear everyone? This much you people remember, it's more than enough. What you people need to remember? Pedicle. First one is the pedicle, then the thalamus, pedicle, thalamus, calyx, corolla, androcium, gynocium. 6 steps are present, which was present in the sexual reproduction in the plants. Clear? Next comes the pollination. How the process of pollination is actually been happening. Clear? Now you need to understand what is the meaning of a pollination. Clear? Clear? Till here everyone understood this? We have still too many things to study, right? Next. So pollination is the transfer of the pollens from anther to the stigma. What is that? From the anther, for the pollens gains which is coming from the anther to the stigma of the same plant or the different plant of the same species is called as what? Pollination. Is called as what? Pollination. We have 2 types of pollination. Just now I told you. What are those pollination 2 types? First one is self-pollination. Second one is cross-pollination. First one is what? Self-pollination. Second one is cross-pollination. A transfer of a pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the same flower. Same flower nalli pollen grains transfer ಆದರೆ self ಅಂತಾರೆ, cross ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ cross pollination ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So different agents helps to bring about the cross pollination. Which will involve actually, they are involving as insects, wind or a water. So pollen grains ಹೇಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ? Plants ಅಂತೂ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. They won't move from, they are not a living organisms. Okay, living organisms include ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು actually. But ಇದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ತಗೋಪ್ಪ ನನ್ನ pollen grain ನಿನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. It will go with the help of an insect or with the help of a water or with the help of the air. These are the 3 modes which they can transfer its mode. So transfer its pollen grains. Clear? Next one, fertilization. What is the meaning of fertilization? Now the pollen grains will go. Pollen grains will go. How it will fertilize now? That we need to understand. The process of fusion of male gametes. The process of fusion of the male gametes with the female gametes to form a zygote. To form what? Zygote is called as fertilization. Is called as what? Fertilization. You can concentrate here. This is the plant which is present, which is not visible, I guess, properly. I'll draw it, okay? So, this plant is this hibiscus flower nil almost nodirbeku ನೀವು ಆಯ್ತಾ. So, you people might have seen this there. So, this is the plant, okay? So, here what happened, whatever here it is present, this is going to be the egg. Egg, okay? So, this is what? Style. We have already learned this all things, okay? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರಪ್ಪ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಕಲರ್ಗೆ pollen grains. It is actually visible in the form of yellow also, okay? This is called as what? Stigma. Stigma. It is stigma, style and this is pollen grains. This is a pollen tube. Then this is ovary. This is what? Inside this, which is called as what? Embryo. Or embryo sac. Okay. Then this is called as what? Male gamete. It is called as what? Male gamete. Clear everyone? Understanding? Yes. Concentrate properly here. Okay. So, this full ಇದೆಲ್ಲ hibiscus flower ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಬಹುದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನೋಡಿ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ ಹೇಳಿರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಸೇಮ್ hibiscus flower ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಒಂದು ನಡುವೆ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟೆಮ್ ಅದನ್ನ ತಕ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೋಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅದೇ ತರ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ yellow color or pink color which is there, that is called as what? Pollen grains. Next comes the stigma. ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಒಂದು ಕಡ್ಡಿ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಿಗ್ಮಾ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಪೈಪ್ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವೈಟ್ ಕಲರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಲಿ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೆಕ್ ದಟ್ ಔಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸ್ಟೈಲ್. Then afterwards pollen tube. This is present called as what? Pollen tube. This is the ovary, embryo sac where the egg will be present. This is the egg and the male gamete, where from here the male gamete is going to come. Okay, illinda male gamete ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? Clear ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? Okay, this is called as fertilization. In this way, fertilization is happening. Concentrate now. When pollen grains settle on the stigma, yavaga stigma mele hog bೀಳುತ್ತೆ, means what here? In the stigma, here this part which is there, it will come and fall. Then what happens here? They form a tube like pollen tube. It will form what? It will form like a tube called as pollen tube. Clear everyone? It will form what? Pollen tube. Next, the pollen tube grows through the style. It will go through the style. This is what style. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. The style of the flower enters the ovary. It will enter what? Ovary. It will enter into the ovary. This is the see how it is going. Okay. How it is going, you can check it. ಈ ತರ ಹೋಗೋಂತ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear? Next. The tip of the pollen tube dissolves into release the pollen grains into the ovary. So afterwards, this ಏನಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಇದು release ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. It will start releasing here. Okay. Afterwards, in the ovary, a female gamete fuses with the pollen grains. ಏನ್ pollen grains ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಇದು fuse ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Egg form ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Okay. Fuse ಆಗಿ egg form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ with the pollen grain to form what? Zygote. It will produce what? Zygote will be produced. That is a new individual, how it will be produced, a new plant will be produced. Clear? Clear? Next. Fruit and a seed formation. Now, once the fertilization is done, we are going to learn about the fruit, how the fruit is going to produce. So, after the fertilization, the ovary enlarges and forms a fruit. It will produce what? Fruit will be produced. Clear? Fruit will be produced. Next, scientifically, the fruit is actually a ripened ovary. ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ovary ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ovary ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ovary ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಆ ovary ಏನಂತಾರೆ? Actually, it is called as what? Ripened fruit. ಹಣ್ಣಾಗಿರೋದು ಹಣ್ಣು. Okay. So, all parts of the other than the ovary dry up and fall off, and the tomato, lady's finger, and the brinjal are the all fruits. These are also called as fruits. So, tomato ಎಲ್ಲ vegetables ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, but these all are called as actually a fruits. Clear everyone? So this is how the fertilization is actually happening. If you didn't understand it, revise it and check. Why? Because it's a very important topic. They will ask on this sure short question. Okay, sure short question keltare. Make sure to practice this chapter very properly. Okay, next comes the reproduction in a human beings. Reproduction in the human beings. Let's start this reproduction in a human beings. It is a very lengthy one. So growth and the development are gradual and irreversible process. It's a gradual and an irreversible process, and size and the complexity of the body increases gradually. Gradually it will start increasing. Like I am right now, when I was small, I was this much only height, then I'll increase like that. So first standard nalli ಎಷ್ಟು friends ಜೊತೆ ಎಷ್ಟು height ಇರುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ 10th standard ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು height ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು difference. Means size is getting increased. Okay. So growth in the humans is divided into the following stages like infant, toddler, adolescent and adulthood. That's what I told you. First infant andre ಏನು ಬರ್ತಪ್ಪ? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ children's between the 1 month and 1 year of the age are called as infants. So 1 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 1 month 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ 1 ವರ್ಷ ತನ ಯಾರು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ infant ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Next toddler ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? children's between 1 to 4 years of age, and growth is very fast. 1 to 4 1 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಡುಗು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಲ್ದಿ ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, because ಬಹಳ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It's visible directly to you people. Okay, so children learn to balance the body. Children will start balancing the body by age of 4. Clear? Next, adolescent ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Children's between the age of 11 to 19. So children's which are in between the 11 to 19 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? 9 ವರ್ಷ, I think 9 ವರ್ಷ 6th and 7th ಇರಬೇಕು ನೀವು, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ 19 years old ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಏನಂತಾರಪ್ಪ? adolescent age. Clear? Adulthood ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? The period of a transition from the childhood to the adulthood. So means ಚಿಕ್ಕವರು ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸಣ್ಣವರಿಂದ ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಅನ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೇನೆ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ತಲೆ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಂತೂ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ 100% ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಗೈಸ್, ಅವಾಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ 18 years onwards. An individual attains full growth and emotional stability. Career and the shouldering responsibilities are the priorities. So adulthood, I'm right now in adulthood. Okay, so this is called as the adulthood. Clear? Next comes what? Puberty. What is the meaning of a puberty? Which are the changes which is happening in the boys and which are the changes which are happening in the girls? We are going to learn. Puberty is the period during which the reproductive system matures in the boys and girls, and in girls puberty begins at the age of 11 years. So girls nalli almost 11 years gandre puberty start ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Boys ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ತೆಗೆಯುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so in boys it begins in 12 and 14. First ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದು girls ಗೆ 11 years ಗಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Boys ಗೆ ಆಗೋದು 12 to 14 years. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, so while getting married, no, they will prefer for what? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹುಡುಗ ದೊಡ್ಡವನಿರಬೇಕು, ಹುಡುಗಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕವಳಿರಬೇಕಂತ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? So then puberty continues till the age of 18 years. It will continue till the age of 18 years. 18 years dana puberty ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ depends. Okay, ನಮ್ಮ hormonal changes, our growth depends on our growth. The puberty will be staying till 18 years. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿಗೆ 16 ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿಗೆ 17 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿಗೆ 18 ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Depends on that. But the age system is what? 11 to 18. 11th ಇಂದ 18 ತನಕ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ puberty ಆಗಬಹುದು girls ಮತ್ತೆ boys ಗೆ. Especially girls will start from 11 itself. Boys especially it will start from 12. Okay, ಯಾವಾಗ 12 ವರ್ಷ ಇರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಸೊ ಏನ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಮತ್ತೆ puberty ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ us discuss. That is, it testis matures and starts producing the sperms. Whatever the testes are present in the boys, those will start producing the sperms. Sperms are very important. This is an important gamete, an important cell, right, which will be actually left in the where? Ovum. Inside the ovum we are going to leave it, right? So this is a very important part which you people need to remember. Next, pectoral grid, that is also called as shoulder girdle or gross, means you will become like men. Okay, so like that. The hair growth in the pubic region, so wherever the pubic regions are there, like underarms and all those things, there all the hair growth will be possible. Then a skin of a pubic region becomes the darker, the skin in the pubic regions becomes the darkest. So like example, underarms, near the neck and all those things, it will start becoming black. Next, development of the muscles and the breeds. So some people will start getting hairs in the near the means muscles will come, mise veerappanna mise, right? So adara barlik start agutte. So ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸಕಟು. Next, development of the deep voice. Development of the deep voice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬನ ಹುಡುಗ ಇದ್ದ, ಐ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಿಸ್ ನೇಮ್. ಸೊ ಅವನು ಒಮ್ಮೆ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಯಿತು ಸೌಂಡು. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಯ್ಸ್. ಲೆಟ್ us see the girls what is going to happen. So in girls, ovaries mature and start producing the ovum. It will start producing the ovum and the menstrual cycle will start beginning. Means every month the period will start becoming. Menstrual cycle will be there. Like 28 days cycle will be there. After 28 days, we will be having a period for 4 days. Some people will be having a 4 days, some people will be having a 7 days. So that bleeding will be happening. The blood bleeding will be happening for the girls. So next comes the pelvic girdle. That is hip girdle. It becomes the broad. And the next, the hair growth in the pubic region. Same way how the boys will be having, same way the girls also will be having. The skin in the pubic region becomes the pubic region becomes the darker, and enlargement of the breast, and the voice becomes the shrill. Shrill means soft it will become. Okay, so these are the some changes which will be happening in the girls. So ee girls with the boys nalli ivella ಏನು changes ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, this is happening in the age of what? 7 to 18. In between 7 to 18, this all changes will be faced by what? Boys and girls. Clear? Next comes the problems related to the adolescence. Adolescence ಇಂದ ಏನೇನಪ್ಪ related ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Adolescence is a period of physical, mental and emotional changes. Yes, the things will like what? Mood swings will be happening. The changes will be happening. Why? In our body, the hormones will act like they will be dancing sometimes. They will be dancing sometimes. They will be very soft sometimes. They will become angry sometimes. These are the problems which will be faced. Clear? Now, the spot of the growth in certain body parts creates a confusion in the teenagers. They start worrying about it. They start feeling lonely and do not feel comfortable to share their problems with the others. So teenagers becomes highly sensitive about the someone's opinion. Like example, some people will be there. Okay, one of the boy will be like suddenly suddenly he will change his sound. Suddenly boys change, sound will change. So ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇವನು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಸೌಂಡ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಏನು ಹುಚ್ಚರಂಗ್ ಕಾಣ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೋ, ಹುಚ್ಚರಂಗ್ ಒದರ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಇವನು. ಸೊ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಯೂಬರ್ಟಿ ಟೈಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ದೇ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಫೀಲ್ ವೆರಿ insecure about it, but don't feel it insecure. This is a common thing, okay, which will be faced by everyone, whoever is there on the earth, everyone will face this problems. So it should be like it's a common thing which we should be happy actually, okay. So next, teenage, they tend to become angry or upset very easily. Angry and upset when the hormonal issues will be there. Sometimes what happens with the girls, that if they have a period of 4 days of bleeding will be happening, at that time they will feel like I just want to cry, I just want to sleep, I just want to don't want to study. So ee tara emotional agi barlik start agutte manasnalli, aita. So they prefer company of the persons of their age. Like example, ee nan age idappa, nandu ಏನು ಏಜ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನನ್ನ ಏಜ್ ನನಗೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಲಿ ವಿತ್ ಅ 50 ಏಜ್ಡ್ ಬಾಯ್, ಓಕೆ, 50 ಏಜ್ಡ್ ಮೆನ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಸೇ ನೋ, ಅ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಇನ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ 15 to 20. Clear? So due to the hormonal changes, they experience the depression also, and they feel to argue the becomes the independent but and unsure about the themselves. So they have many questions about the sex also, and this makes it important to consult them in the right manner. So we'll have an idea. The attractions will start. Attractions means what? A girl will start liking for the boy, boy will start liking for the girl. So such attractions will start happening at this age, at the 11 to 18 age. We will start getting attracted because of our hormonal issues, hormonal issues. It's not like one of the boys liking for the girl, then it doesn't mean that why am I not liking it, am I not interested into the girls, or am I not interested into the boys. ಆ ತರ ಏನು ಇರಲ್ಲ. It depends, okay. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಂದಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಲ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, it depends on that, it will start working there, okay. But we need to have a emotionally strong in our mindset, okay. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು, ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಇಮೋಷನಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಓಕೆ. ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು, ನಂಗೆ ಹಿಂಗಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್, ನಂಗೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾ, ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಹೌ ಶಲ್ ಐ ಗೋ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಸ್ಟಡೀಸ್, ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಸಿಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡೆಡ್ ಟು ಯು people. You need to make yourself motivated. Clear? Next, the male reproductive system, how it actually works. So this is the male reproductive part, so which I have already explained it in one diagram. Okay, this is also very important, which you people need to understand. So this is called as urinary bladder, which will be present here, and the sperm duct, where the sperms will be actually being produced, and this is the penis and the urethra, and this is testes, scrotum, epidermis, and a covers gland, prostate gland, and seminal vesicle. So these are the parts which you people need to remember. ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದೆಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ತೆಗಿಬಹುದು. This is just for the explanation purpose, okay. Next comes the testes, epidermis, vas deferens, and seminal, means ಯಾವ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಅದರದೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. You people can go through it. I am providing you the notes here, just you people can go through it in detail. Clear? I have already explained this. Female reproductive system nalli, this is called as uterus, which is present. This is the ovarian ligament, where the ovaries will be present, vagina, and then the uterus lining, that is cervix, uterus muscular wall, ovary, and a funnel of oviduct. So this is also very important diagram which you people need to remember. They might ask it for 5 marks. They might ask it for 5 marks, okay. So these are the same explanation I have given it. Please go through this so that you will have a idea about it. Clear? So I already nimdu idella explanation helidene. So ovary andre ಏನಪ್ಪ, this two ovaries are present in the pelvic cavity, one of each side of the uterus. Here it is 2 sides of the uterus. Then afterwards ovidans, that is 2 ovidans are fallen tubes are present in each close to the one ovary of its inside. And then the uterus is a hollow pear shaped muscular vascular organ, and this is a vagina. The uterus opens when into the vagina, and the volvicle is what? Vulva is actually vagina, and the urethra both open into the vulva. So this is the small explanation about the female reproductive part. Clear? So this is the fertilization. If fertilization takes place, how the fertilization going to take place in the male and the female reproductive part? Concentrate properly. If the fertilization takes place, fertilization occurs in the oviduct. It occurs in the oviduct. So at a time of intercourse, whatever the intercourse of in between the boy and a girl happens, that time what happens? The semen has been deposited into the female's vagina. In the female's vagina, the sperm will go and attack. Clear? Then the sperms swim through the uterus and reach the oviduct. It will reach where? Oviduct. Okay, sperm will go into the female's vagina, and then it will go to the oviduct. Clear? Then a single sperm fuses with the ovum and forms the zygote. It will produce what? Zygote. I told you people, when the sperm will get inside the ovum, it will produce a zygote. Clear? Then this completes the process of fertilization. It prevents the fertilization. So we have a time period for that also. It's not like whenever we want we can do the fertilization. Okay. Next comes the implantation. As soon as the zygote has been formed, it starts the developing. It starts getting developing. Means what it needs to produce? No. It needs to produce a new human being, new individual, right? So by the time it reaches the uterus, whenever it starts reaching to the uterus, it has been mass of the cells known as the embryo. It is called as what? Embryo. It remains attached to the wall of the uterus and throughout the development. It remains attached to the wall of the uterus. Uterus it will attach. Two things which are present here. Join agate. Clear? Yes. So the period of the development of the embryo inside the uterus, it is called as what? Gestation period. Adake ಏನು ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Gestation period. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅವಾಗ gestation period ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So in humans, the gestation period of the human is actually 9 months. So ಇದೆಲ್ಲ gestation period ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾವಾಗ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಜರ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ 9 months ತಗೋತೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ 9 months ಬೇಕು. Okay, this will be done only by the female. Okay, and about 280 days. That is in embryo. After completing the 3 months of the development, it is called as what? Fetus. It is called as what? Fetus. And the placenta is a special tissue which provides the food and the oxygen to the fetus. Okay, so baby ಏನು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಬೇಬಿ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ fetus ನಲ್ಲಿ, fetus ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ providence placenta platelets ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. So this all placenta which is present, special tissue which will produce the food and the oxygen to the fetus. Placenta, not planets, platelets, it's a placenta. Okay, sorry. Placenta is a special tissue which will provide the food and the oxygen to the fetus. Clear everyone? Clear? Next. If there is no fertilization, if in case sperm hogi ovum nalli hoglillappa, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? If the ovum is not fertilized, then it leaves for one day. The lining of the uterus breaks down and the disintegration, and the ovum lining in the uterus, and some blood are discharged out of the body. This is called as menstruation. It is called as what? Menstruation. If in case the sperm, now every month the girl is going to bleed for 4 days, right? So that time what happens? If the lining, the sperm has not went there, if it didn't feel anything in the line, okay, line nalli ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, so sperm ಏನು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, so ಅದ್ರ ಸಲಾಗಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It will wait and one day it will wait, and afterwards it will start menstruating. Clear? The menstruation discharge lasts for almost 4 days to 7 days, and after menstruation the ovum is being released and the uterus again prepares itself for the receival and a fertilized egg cell. Okay, so every month the procedure akonta irutte. It will be waiting for the sperm to get inside. Okay, in certain time it will get inside. So if there is no fertilization, then menstruation cycle is going to be repeated. That's what every month it will be start repeating. Okay, now reproductive health, sexually transmitted diseases. This is also very important. Idr meleno ಜಾಸ್ತಿ questions ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 3 to 4 questions will be asked. Okay, Okay, ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Sexual transmitted, first one ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತಪ್ಪ? Gonorrhea. Okay, I am not able to pronounce it properly. Okay, caused by a bacteria. If you are not clean, if you are not proper, then that diseases might happen. Syphilis wounds or bacteria spread through a sexual contact, burning sensation during the urination, urethra discharge containing the pus, sores in the genitals. Both diseases are curable. It is all things are curable, but we need to be clean whenever we are doing any sexual things. That time we need to be very clean. Means if the bacteria is being transferred from the male to female or female to male, so while urinating, that time we may feel very problematic. Okay, that might happen. So AIDS and AIDS is caused by the infection of HIV, that is human immunodeficiency virus, and this virus attacks the immune system itself, and HIV penetrates the T laminocytes, and the reduction in the number of the T cells reduces the immunity of the person. Once it will start reducing, means what? We need to not be sexually with the person who is already having the AIDS. Clear? It is very dangerous. It might spread to other, if that lady becomes pregnant, and the baby also will be having it. Clear? So next, HIV transmitted by sexual intercourse. It will be sharing the contaminated needles in the ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರ, needles ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಸಲೈನ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರಿಗೂ ಅದೇ needle ತೆಗೆದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಯಾರು ಸಲೈನ್ ಹಚ್ಚಿರು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಏನೋ HIV ಇದೆ, ಅದು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ if in case it is a needle shaped. Okay, blood transfusion of the contaminated blood and from the infected mother to the unborn fetus. That's what I told you. So in case ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಮೇಲ್ಗೆ HIV ಆಗಿದೆ, he will have a sexual contact with the female, and that female becomes pregnant, and that baby which will be having it, she will also, that baby, whatever the baby will be there, that baby also will be having a HIV. Clear? To create the awareness about the severity of the AIDS and the protection of the HIV, the 1st of December is the World AIDS Day. So 1st of December is what actually? First AIDS Day. Clear? So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್, ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಬಹಳ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ವು ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಅನ್ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅನ್ಎಜುಕೇಟೆಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನಾಟ್ having idea about what is the meaning of HIV, what is the meaning of AIDS, right? Some villages will be there, in that villages they will be not having an idea about it, right? So ಅವ್ರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಸಲುವಾಗೇನೆ they have created like what, 1st of December is actually going to be what? World AIDS Day. Clear? So different methods are available in order to prevent the pregnancy also, like hormonal method is present, barrier method, intrauterine devices like IUDs are present, and surgical methods are present, induced ಅಬೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗ್ರೋನ್ ಅಪ್ ನೌ, ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ SSLC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಆಲ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಕಾಮನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಇಟ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಟ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇದಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರಾ, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರನ್ನು ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೋ out of the campus or don't do this, don't do that. So adella kelala nimage, because for that you people need to have this common things which you people need to remember it. So ivella neevu concentrate ಮಾಡಿ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ, because this is very much useful not only who are planning to become a doctor, or it is also for the common people who needs to have this knowledge about the sexual reproduction and about the asexual reproduction. You should be having those ideas. Clear? So I know it has lecture has went 10 to 15 minutes more, so no problem, but we need to explain each and everything here. So hope so you have understood this lesson properly. In case ಏನಾದರೂ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ರಿಪೀಟೆಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೇಳಿ, ಆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ನ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಕೇಳಿ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ತಿಳಿತಾ? ಸೊ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಮೇಕ್ ಅಪ್ ದ ನೋಟ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಸೊ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೇನು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಭಾಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್ ಇಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಹೋಪ್ ಸೊ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ follow whatever the rules I'm telling you people. If in case you have watched the video till now, then go and mark your attendance, hit the like button if you're very new to the channel, and subscribe to the channel. Till then, see you everyone.